board. And that's
every rose has its thorn. I'm just kidding. We're very excited to meet you. And also season 9, having People's Choice Awards. It's been so long.
Yeah, thank you for all of you who voted, and for those who didn't, continue. No, for those who voted for People's Choice, it was this is what, 3rd year now in a row that
3 or 4.
3 that we've been recognized, and really, you guys are the reason that we get recognized. So it's awesome. It's a privilege. It's you know, they can't hold us down, and you're the reason for it. So thank you.
Thanks, guys. What's it? Oh, yeah. He's doing the show.
Am I showing?
You wouldn't even know it's there.
Thank you very much. Yes. Very excited.
Well, let's, before we just sit and jabber, because we haven't seen you guys in so long, who has something they want to yell or ask? I saw a hand. Yell it, baby. Yeah. Oh wait, it's for Jensen, never mind. Who's got one for you? Just kidding, go ahead.
Shorter questions. Anybody have a shorter question? I'm kidding. What? Is it hard going back and forth between? A scene cut? We don't cut scenes. In fact, that's actually a really good question, though. I mean, you know, because you hear a lot of, you know, the old term, you know, left on the cutting room floor. Supernatural. We are such a tightly run ship that the writers take out any superfluous scene or dialogue or character or anything long before we get to production, because we don't have the time to shoot things that aren't going to be used. We might trim a few things here and there, like we might take a line out, or we might, you know, cut early in a scene or something like that. But taking out a whole scene, taking out chunks of the script, or rearranging, we don't do that. We just don't have the time. We don't have the, you know, the ability. Well, we have the ability, but it's just there's such a fast turnover from the time we shoot the show to the time post gets it. They only have a certain amount of time to get it all cut and scored and edited and sound and track the whole thing before it's then sent out to the world for all of you to see. So there's just really, there's not a lot. We don't shoot excess stuff at all. Which is good, because it's very, that would be really annoying if you put all this hard work into shooting a scene or, you know, into a character and then you just make it cut. That happens all the time in film. So thank God we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. Go right here in the purple.
Jared, this is for you.
That's a good idea. Question for Jared. I like what I hear.
Get your honest opinion on Misha coming back next season. So get your take on it. He told us this morning his storyline for his director.
Oh God, that's right, he's directing next season, isn't he? We've actually both requested that episode off.
Well, Jake is younger, right? Good. He should be afraid. You know what? We try to do our damnedest whenever someone new is on set, and we did it with Misha. We try to break him in. So now that he's directed, I want to make it very abundantly clear to him how much we can mess with him. So we are trying, and he's he as Jensen, he's very interested in directing and is probably really good at it. They're both bright guys, but I intend to try and mess that up. So wish me luck.
Misha actually just did a little, directed a couple of little shorts. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. My wife was lucky enough to be in one of them. But she said that he was very good, very professional, had everything, you know, planned out and knew his stuff. And it's funny because that's gonna not work at all. When
Yeah, that's going to be the opposite of what we respond to.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
He's going to need to beg. He's going to need to beg and plead. That's all right.
It'll be fun. I'm sure there'll be many stories to have after that. How about right over here? Yes.
I know it's kind of early since you're pregnant. What do you think of the idea of the supernatural next generation of your kids?
So what do you think about the idea of a supernatural next generation with all of our kids?
There's enough of them. Jeez.
I'll go first to say that I don't like any idea where Misha has the upper hand. So since he already has
It's
two,
already outnumbered us, yeah.
and we have 1.5, he's outnumbering us. So wait until we catch up.
You're gonna need like a daycare center and then set supernatural at some point. This is ridiculous.
Who would run it? Cliff. Cliff would play the babies.
The Manny.
Man,
Yeah, he already babysits us. I don't know how.
they don't move around as much.
Yes.
I have a kind of early question. Your wife,
Jensen will get this then. It's a really question.
Genevieve and Danielle were so gorgeous in People's Choice Awards, and your clothes really complemented them, and of course each other. I was wondering, do you have like a what do they call a
Stylist.
stylist, student face for it? How did you get that wonderful look? It all looks so great.
I'll go first.
I mean, it's probably the same answer as our wives.
Yeah, our wives. And my wife, we actually did use a stylist. Her name was Seema, and she's awesome. And knowing how to dress is not really my forte. But Jen, Jen hasn't really been out. We don't get a chance to go out a lot. We got our little kiddo, so we're playing with him. And the fact that we were going to go to this big award show, and we were nominated for these awards, and we were presenting, and we had to represent everybody, you guys. She wanted to look pretty. She hadn't had a chance since giving birth and dropping all the baby weight to go out and kind of get dolled up. So she enlisted the help of somebody, who then in turn helped me. And no, the studio did unfortunately not pay for it. I guess they figured you can wear whatever you got.
They pay us enough.
Yeah, they pay us enough, probably. Did you use a stylist?
Danielle has a friend. We have a friend of ours who happens to be a stylist, and she called her. Joey Tierney is her name, and she was like, "Hey, go to the award show. Can you help me out?" And then by default, I benefited from it because she was like, "Well, what are you wearing?" I'm like, "I don't know. I probably just grabbed something out of my closet." And she's like, "Well, you better show me what it is." So I was like, "Well, then we got this one or that one." She's like, "Yeah, let me go shopping for you." So then whatever it was I wore was, I guess,
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny is that maybe we had a phone call, but I had no idea what it was. Completely independent.
yeah. no,
We spent way too much time around each other. Now we think alike. So, no, thank you very much.
I think my suit actually matched your tie.
They all said
Which I'm going to go on record as saying that was a complete mistake.
And I never wear ties. And so when I got to the damn People's Choice Awards, and I finally wear a tie, which I never wear, and now it looks like a suit, I was like, get me out of this damn thing. I'm not going to match it. It was very
It was a fun night. We don't get to do that very often. We never really get to do that.
And we flew in that day to go to the People's Choice Awards, and then flew back the next day. And I think some of you even said on Twitter, I was horrifically sick. So my car pickup was at like 4:30 to go to the People's Choice Awards, and literally at 4 o'clock, I was in bed at the house in a jacket, like shivering and shaking with a fever. So, well, I took some Aleve and bourbon.
It's funny, that's right around the time I got sick.
Yeah, and then he got sick. Yeah, now he's been sick for a little bit. We've had this sort of like the yearly supernatural flu that goes around the cast and crew every year. So I was not the first one to get it, but I was one of the earlier ones. What did you get one of those?
Supernatural flu? Yeah, I'm hanging out on set for a day.
Yeah, see us in the photo op, you'll get it. No, hopefully we're all clean and flu-free. So, yeah, thank you very much. All right, we're gonna go back over this side. Mr.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
No, her.
All right, and then you.
Okay, my name is Jared.
Yes, good choice.
You're an idiot.
I'm on the speeches debate team at my school, and my coach recently said to look up recent winners, or winners, distant winners, and I was on the National Forensics League, and there's somebody named Jared Padalecki who won in 1998, and I was wondering if that was you, or if that was somebody else, because it says San Antonio, Texas.
She has found a skeleton in my closet.
Yes!
Yes.
What is this now? I need to know.
National Forensics League, it's like a debate team.
Speech and
A debate team?
Yeah,
Is this like mathletes?
it says that he won in 1998.
I did win it. So yeah. I was. Jensen, yeah, Lincoln Douglas. I did Lincoln Douglas, and I did some duo interpretation it's called. But yes, I did forensics in high school, and it helped me get where I am today.
My follow-up question would be, do you have any advice for someone in speech and debate since you?
I probably do.
Get into acting?
Yeah, no, it's very. You know what's funny is it's trying not to be theatrical for whatever sense that makes. My coach. What's funny is we sat behind Matt Bomer at the People's Choice Awards, and he.
All right, calm down.
Handsome fella. I had to keep my wife away. But we sat behind him, and I had never met him. But we had the same high school coach, Mr. Harrison. And so during one of the commercial breaks, he stands up, turns around, and goes, "Dude, Mike Harrison." And I was like, "Oh, cool, you know." But anyways, he did speech and debate. He lived in Houston. I grew up in San Antonio, but my coach moved from Houston to San Antonio. Anyways, there was room for theater, and there was room for kind of more TV movie style acting. So it's more internal with speech and debate. So don't be too, oh, yeah. So, but, what?
It's weird because that's how you act.
It is, sometimes unfortunately. All right, and now I promise that we'll
Okay.
Okay.
So with Jared, with Jensen being in under
You had a 50-50 chance. You lost the first
It's all right.
round.
It's all right.
well, it's for both of you. Okay. So with you guys working with the supernatural anime, like voicing over a little bit, and Jensen working with Under the Red Hood, I was wondering if there's any more voice acting going on in the future. Thinking about it.
Not right now. Not as of, there hasn't been any time anything.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors of a new, he was listening to the anime series and seeing with Red Hood and Supernatural Anime, more stuff is coming up. And I've heard rumors that more stuff is coming up, but I think it takes so long to set it up because of the drawings, and then we've been very busy with the show, and we've got kids, or had a kid, or having a kid. So we've been very busy, so it's been tough for us.
We're not having it.
No, we're not having any kids. Not yet. No, don't woo that. Get out of here. Take that woo back. No, yes, so we've just been very busy, but I hear they have looked into at least another supernatural anime show.
And I'd love to do stuff like that. You know, go on the Red Hood IMDb page and tell them how much you like me or hate me, whatever. Review.
But don't call him Jared.
Yeah.
We're gonna head back to the right side. In the blue. That's a good question. She was basically asking if we miss having more funny episodes. And I feel like we do, especially this year. I love the shows like Mark and the Real Girl. In fact, yeah, we have Felicia back right now. She's actually in Vancouver. Get her out to be please, guys. She wants to come meet you. All right, Burbank. We talk about you guys all the time, and she's antsy to come see what it's all about. So get her out here. But yes, so I think we both do miss the comedy. And I think over so many years, we started out on a serious note. Oh, yeah.
It's because I'm an idiot.
It's because he didn't do speech and debate nights.
That's right. I did arts and crafts. I have to be funny. I'm the jester, apparently.
That's the reason.
I've never said that before in my life. Yeah, you know, I think one of the things that he and I both like about the show is the balance between the comedy and the dramatic. And I think if it was all either one or the other, it kind of loses luster very quickly. So I think the fact that it is a serious show, the subject matter is pretty dark and serious.
Yeah, and devils.
Yeah, and you know, demons and killing things, and things that go bump in the night. I think if you just had that all the time, it would be pretty hard to watch constantly on a week-to-week basis. So the fact that they do lighten it up and they do layer the comedy, I think really makes it nice. And, yeah, good. Thank you.
Ackles?
Right there.